Very good morning to Miss Noor Hidayah binti Azman. My name is Shawneshwaran, and I like to present about the electric industry that I've chosen. The electric industry that I've chosen is Apple and Samsung from USA. So now let's move on to the background of the company. The background company of Apple is on April 1st, 1976, Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ronald Wayne created Apple, which is an American global technology firm where Apple has its own headquarters in Cupertino, California, which is also well known for its cutting-edge consumer device, including the Apple iPad, Apple Mac, and Apple Watch. The Macintosh computer, which was the first successful personal computer with a graphical user interface, was introduced by Apple in 1984 and it quickly became popular. However, the iPod introductions in the 2000s has a revolutionary portable music player that has changed the music business, marked its real breakthrough. With the real introduction of the iPhone in 2007, Apple joined the smartphone market. The iPhone soon gained popularity all over the world and dominated the smartphone businesses with its cutting-edge design and user-friendly interface. The success of the iPhone improved Apple's overall financial performance and made it one of the most valuable corporations in the world. Apple has a strong presence in the software services industry in addition to its hardware goods. Now let's move on to the background company of the Samsung. The American division of the South Korean multinational company Samsung Group is called Samsung USA. Lee Byung-chul established the business in 1938 when it is primarily a commercial firm. Samsung has diversified its business operations throughout the years by entering a number of markets including electronics, shipbuilding, construction and textiles. Samsung began making black and white TVs as it joined the electronics market in the late 1960s. The business expanded into semiconductors, household appliances, and telecommunication equipment during the 1970s and 1980s as it continued to innovate and broaden its product line. Samsung also rose to prominence as a leading brand in the consumer electronic industry. Now let's move on to the micro and macro environment of Apple. So let's first begin with the micro environment of Apple. First, we see about the company. Apple USA is renowned for producing cutting-edge technology items including iPhones, iPads, MacBooks, and Apple Watches. Customers are devoted to the businesses and its brand. Apple also has its success, which is largely due to its emphasis on the seamless integration of hardware, software, and services. Now let's move on to suppliers. To get the knob-touch parts for its products, Apple USA relies on a vast network of suppliers. These vendors are essential to preserving Apple's product innovation and quality. Moving on to the marketing intermediates, Apple USA employs various marketing intermediates including retail stores, online platforms, and authorized resellers. These intermediates help in distributing Apple's product to customers and provide support services including sales assistance and product education. The next one is public. The public consists of different stakeholders such as investors, shareholders, and the general public. Apple USA also engages in public relation activities to shape public perception and maintain positive relationship with these stakeholders. Moreover, the competition, which Apple USA faces competition from various competitors including Samsung, Google, Microsoft, and Huawei. This intense competition in the technology industries drives Apple to continuously innovate, differentiate its product, and maintain a competitive edge. The last one in the micro environment of Apple is customer. Apple USA targets a broad range of customers, including individual customers, businesses, educational institutions, and government organizations. Understanding customers' need and preference is crucial for Apple's product development, marketing, and consumer support strategies. Now let's see the micro environment of an Apple. Demographic, where demographic factors such as population growth, age distribution, income level, and cultural diversity influences Apple USA marketing strategy. For example, targeting younger demographics with the latest features and affordability initiatives to reach a wider consumer base. Moving on to the economic factors including GDP, inflation, employment rates, and disposable income, which impact consumer purchasing power and affordability. The technology in Apple USA, which operates in a technology-driven industry, continues advance in technology and innovation, which have a significant impact on the company's product development, production processes, and competitive landscape. Moving on to the political and legal issues, where Apple USA is subject to a various political and legal regulation, including intellectual property laws, competition policies, data privacy regulations, and import-export regulations. Next, we move on to the culture. Cultural factors such as social norms, values, and consumer trends influence consumer preference and purchasing behavior, which understanding these cultural factors helps Apple USA tailor its marketing strategies and product offering to specific target markets. The last one is natural environment, where Apple USA acknowledge the importance of sustainability and environmental responsibility, where the company works towards reducing its carbon footprint, sourcing renewable energy, and implementing recycling initiatives to minimize its impact on the natural environment. Now let's move on to the micro and macro environment of Samsung. First, we'll start off the micro environment of Samsung. We start from the company, where Samsung USA is a subsidiary of Samsung Group and is responsible for marketing and distributing Samsung products in the United States. The next one is supplies, where Samsung USA relies on a global network of suppliers to source raw materials, components, and parts for its products. Moreover, marketing intermediaries, where Samsung USA works with various marketing intermediaries such as retailers and distributors to reach its target customers. But it's the main thing to have a public, where Samsung USA engage with the public through various communication channels and platforms, where the company maintains a positive public image by actively participating in corporate social responsibility, which initiatives and addressing any concern raised by the public. Going on to the competition, where Samsung USA faces competition from other major technology companies both domestically and globally, such as key competitors include Apple, LG, Sony, and Huawei. The last one is customer, where Samsung USA focuses on understanding its diverse customer base and catering to their needs. It segments its market to target different customer segments such as consumers, businesses, and professionals. Now we see about macro on Samsung. We start from demographic. Demographic factors such as population size, age distribution, and income levels influence consumer preferences and purchasing power. Samsung USA adapts its marketing strategies to cater to different demographic segments such as millennials, families, and businesses. Next, we see on economic factors such as GDP growth, inflation rates, and exchange rates impact consumer spending patterns. Moving on to the technology. Technology advance and innovation shape the competitive landscape in the technology industry. Samsung USA invests heavily in research and development to stay ahead of the curve and introduce cutting-edge products to the market. Moving on to the legal and political laws, where laws and regulations, both domestic and international, impact Samsung USA's operations. The company adheres to legal requirements related to intellectual property rights, consumer protection, and environmental standards while conducting its business. Moving on to the cultural factors such as social norms, values, and beliefs influence consumer behavior and preference, where Samsung USA consider cultural differences in its marketing strategies to ensure its product resonate with the target audience in different regions. The last one for the macro environment of Samsung is natural environment, where environmental sustainability is increasingly important for consumers and governments worldwide. Samsung USA also works towards reducing its environmental footprint through initiatives such as eco-friendly product design and recycling programs. Now let's move on to the recommendation to prevent their weakness. First, we start off with Apple, where Apple should focus on continuously innovation to maintain its competitive edge, focusing on developing new products, featuring and services that cater to evolving customers' needs and preferences. Strengthening relationship with suppliers can ensure a steady supply of high-quality components, which driving innovation and improving product quality. Apple should invest in enhancing the customer's experience at all touchpoints, including retail stores, online platforms, and authorized resellers. Moving on to Samsung USA, where they should focus on innovation leadership to maintain its position as a technology leader, which involves investing in research and development to create groundbreaking products that differentiate the company from competitors. Strengthening supply collaboration is crucial to ensure a reliable supply chain and maintain quality standards. Samsung USA also should work closely with marketing intermediaries to ensure effective distribution of its products. Public engagement is essential, where the company actively participating in corporate social responsibility initiatives and communicating its commitment to sustainable and society values. Finally, let's analyze Apple and Samsung store of USA about micro and macro environment. We start off micro environment. Both Apple and Samsung rely on a network of suppliers to provide high quality components for their products. They also employ various marketing intermediaries to distribute their products and provide support services to customers. Both companies engage in public relations activities to shape public perception and maintain positive relationship with stakeholders. Now let's move on to the macro environment. Both companies are influenced by demographic factors such as population growth, income levels, and cultural diversity. Economic factors including GDP, inflation, and employee rates impact consumer purchasing power and overall profitability. Technology advance and innovation plays a significant role in the operation and competitive landscape of both companies. Thank you very much.